How's it going, everybody? This is Tom Dropper. Hope you're having a great day, and welcome back to another video. Alright folks, it's time for another life update. In this series, I talk about everything that's been happening with me outside of YouTube and share with you some of the content that I have planned throughout the next couple of months. Now, unfortunately, this is probably going to be the last life update that I do here on my channel for a little while, and I'll tell you a little bit about that later on as we get to the end of this video. But for right now, there's been a lot that has happened over the last couple of months, so let's go ahead and talk about that. As we all know, this time of year, the holidays bring a lot of cheer and also a lot of joy, but sometimes they can also bring a whole lot of pain. And unfortunately, on Halloween, pain was exactly what happened to me almost. In fact, I had something that I'm sure that almost all of you never want to end up being a part of. I had a little bit of a fender bender on Halloween, but fortunately it was not very serious. Yeah, I'm not going to share with you any of the details in regards to what actually happened, nor I'm going to tell you exactly what the car looked like. All I'm just going to tell you is that I had a bit of a fender bender, but I am okay, thankfully, and also the people that I ended up getting involved in, they're okay as well, and really that's all that matters. And unfortunately though, the car that I did have was junk, and so obviously I am getting that replaced with a brand new car. But again, what matters is that I'm not hurt, neither are the people that were involved with it, and I am still here, thankfully. And so obviously that goes to show you exactly how dangerous the roads can be sometimes. But yeah, obviously, just take it as a reminder just to be safe on the road, because obviously since the COVID pandemic ended, there's been a big increase in accidents on the road over the years, and obviously the last thing you want is to end up getting seriously hurt in all of them. So obviously I'll take that as my reminder, and ultimately I'll give it to you as a reminder to be safe on the road, whether it's on foot or by car or even by bike as well. So obviously, that was a pretty scary incident for me, but ultimately I am doing alright, as well as the people that I ended up getting into, and so ultimately that's what matters. However, it did not put a dent in my overall fun that I had throughout the last month though. In fact, we just started the new season of New Jersey Symphony earlier this year, and we started out in a pretty big way with 3 big time performers. In fact, we started out in October with a special gala performance with legendary opera singer Renee Fleming, and then earlier this month we did 2 more performances with a couple more well-known names, Inon Marnaton, pianist, and legendary jazz musician Paquito de Rivera. A really good way for us to start the season. Obviously, we still have a long way to go. We're going to pick things back up next weekend with Muppets concerts, along with a whole bunch of our holiday concerts as well. So obviously it's going to be a lot of fun, but ultimately this is the beginning of my 4th season with the New Jersey Symphony, and I don't know, for some reason it just keeps getting better and better. And so obviously, like I said before, I enjoy my time at New Jersey Symphony, and of course getting to go around and also view a whole bunch of other things and a whole bunch of other concerts from other orchestras as well. I'm going to continue doing that throughout, of course, the next few months, obviously, as the season goes on. But ultimately though, the season is now underway, and really we're just getting things picked back up. And earlier this month was the Best Buddies Gala. Ultimately, it was the completion of the Champion Year campaign festivities in Totowa, and as I've mentioned previously, this year I was a champion nominee for the Best Buddies New Jersey organization, and I was one of 7 nominees for Champion Year, obviously. And as I've mentioned throughout the last few months, I did a mini-series called Living with Disability. If you want to check that out, the link's in the description below to the entirety of the playlist for all the videos that I made. But ultimately just getting to share my views on living with an intellectual disability and what we can do to help those who really have a chance to succeed in life. And me and my mission partner Danny Margulies, we had a whole lot of fun getting to do that. Unfortunately, we did not win. In fact, we didn't even come close actually, but in the end of the day, that's not really what matters. What matters is that we were raising awareness for people with intellectual disabilities and really just sharing the spread of joy and love to everybody as well. And ultimately, that's really what matters. And so to everybody that really came out and helped out campaign, as well as supported Best Buddies New Jersey as a whole, just want to say a big thank you for all your support over the last couple of months. It was a lot of fun getting to do this campaign. I'm definitely hoping to do it again next year, where hopefully I'll get better at my fundraising game. But ultimately though, we did have a lot of fun, and really, it was just so great to get to be a part of the celebration once again. But ultimately, we are getting into the holiday season once again, and over the next few weeks, there's going to be a lot of fun things that are going to happen, and I already have plans for one of them. I am going to be seeing a few more of my friends at Union College at a special event in Cranford next Tuesday. I'm really looking forward to getting to be there again. Obviously, I was there the last couple of summers to celebrate their summer social and really just celebrate everything that Union College does to help students with Game Pass Community College. And ultimately, make it into 4-year schools and really just promote inclusivity and really just growth in learning for students as well. And really, it's just always fun whenever I see my friends at Union College again. I mean, that was really the place where it really came to be for me. And really, I also had a lot of fun with going to Kean University as well. In fact, I actually made my first time there at Kean University in really like 3 years or this fall, so ultimately it was great getting to see those people again. And of course, we have our holiday concerts. You know, we got Muppets, we got Messiah, and then ultimately, you know, for the rest of December, it's just gonna be laying down, relaxing, and really just enjoying life, and really, you know, just getting the chance to look back on everything that has happened in 2024, which was a pretty crazy year, a little rough at times. However, though, it was still quite a bit of fun, and ultimately, I will share with you a little bit about, you know, my overall thoughts on 2024 and the year that was in my content later in this video. But ultimately though, we are getting down to the end of another year here on planet Earth, and literally as we just get ever so closer to 2025, I can tell you right now there's going to be a lot more exciting things to come in the near future. But yeah, anyways, we are now moving along to our content update. Now ultimately this is going to be about all the content that I have planned throughout the next few months, and I do have a few things that I have in mind in regards to December along with the road ahead. And so here's a look at some of what I am planning. Obviously, since it is the holiday season, I am looking at maybe doing like 1 or 2 holiday related videos. I really don't know exactly how many of them I'm going to be doing this year because I did like at least 3 or 4 last year, but ultimately though, I am planning on at least 1 holiday related video for the month of December. So if you guys have any suggestions for a potential holiday related video, let me know down in the comments below. Maybe a eating challenge, or maybe just a story, or you know, anything like that in between. Maybe, you know, just a little bit of a things that I hate, or maybe even a discussion video. So I am going to look at all my options and see what counts for a holiday video, and ultimately we'll try to get one done before at the very least Christmas. So I do have some holiday content planned, and hopefully I'll get that out over the month of December. I also have some more food videos, ultimately a couple more challenges, maybe a review as well. In fact, I already have one planned for next Wednesday. In fact, it's going to be my very next video here on this channel. I'm going to be attempting to speed eat the largest piece of slice there is in all of New Jersey, and literally that's going to be a whole lot of fun. I do have a few other ideas in mind in regards to challenges, so stay tuned for next week. That video is going to be a lot of fun, and not just challenges but also reviews as well. You know, sometimes I just need to take a little bit of a step back from really doing like hardcore challenges and maybe just, you know, enjoy some food. You know, ultimately just look at some local restaurants and just do regular reviews on them and see whether or not they are good to really come back to. So ultimately, you know, if there are any like local restaurants or maybe even, you know, like new items from my favorite fast food restaurants that I should try, you know, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. I'll definitely take a look at those, and maybe I'll try to do a review video on them at some point. I want to do more reviews than potential challenges because while challenges are fun, ultimately it does toughen the stomach just a little bit, and ultimately that's not fun. So I do want to do some more review videos on that sort. I do have 1 or 2 bad game reviews on my mind, and maybe like 1 more regular game review as well. So ultimately I am hoping to showcase some of that a little bit later on this month, or maybe into early 2025. And I am again hoping to restart my Holland Games series in 2025. I did stop that in mid-2023 because I was running out of space, but ultimately I am hoping that next year is the year that I finally do get my own apartment and ultimately, you know, have the space to really get some good games again. In fact, I recently got Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and that was ultimately a lot of fun. So I'm hoping at some point to really get back into the hardcore video game scene again. So ultimately, I am looking forward to doing those videos. Again, let me know in the comments what games you'd like for me to review. And again, because it is part of the norm here on my channel, I will be sharing with you my year-end review for 2024. And this year was a huge year in regards to my YouTube channel. A ton of fun content and really just a whole bunch of reviews and a whole lot of love from all of you guys. Again, you guys are the reason why that I'm making all these videos, and I just enjoy getting to showcase my love for all of you guys through YouTube, through a whole bunch of crazy videos and just a lot of personal stories to share as well. So again, just big thank you to all of that. I will share with you some of my favorite videos from this year and some of my favorite personal memories from 2024 as we get ready to turn the calendar into 2025. And so yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this unfortunately is probably going to be the very last life update that I'll be doing for the foreseeable future. And the reason why I say that is because while I ultimately do enjoy sharing a little bit in regards to what's been happening outside of YouTube, ultimately I'm sure that a lot of you here on YouTube would rather just see me do all the other content that I'm doing, you know, all my game reviews or even some video game content as well, ultimately a whole lot of food videos as well. I'm sure life updates can tend to be a little bit boring, unfortunately, and I feel like that's exactly the kind of vibe that I'm getting from based on what you guys are telling me in regards to that. So unfortunately, I do feel like that I am going to have to put a stop to this series for now. Hopefully not for permanent reasons, but ultimately for the foreseeable future. I may do like another life update or two like in the near future if something like real major happens or anything on the lights of that. And so ultimately, if you know, like let's say like if I do move out and finally get my own apartment, or maybe if there's something like real major like a new job that I get, or you know, it's just something that I just need to get off my chest, I might do something like that in the near future. But ultimately in regards to the 5 videos a year in regards to this series, that is going to stop because I do want to focus on all my other content, which is the ones that, of course, you all enjoy here on this channel. Again, there's a lot of things that are happening with me outside of YouTube, obviously. You know, there's always going to be something very fun and sometimes a little bit stressful as well. And ultimately, you guys just really want to see me do some other content, and so I'm just going to put my focus more on that. But again, you know, as far as YouTube goes, you know, it's definitely tough because ultimately, you know, while you are having to turn out a whole lot of videos every single week, ultimately what matters is that you are enjoying what you do. Ultimately, if you love it, that's really what matters. And like I said before, I really love YouTube. I have a whole bunch of other things that I have planned for 2025 that I want to get into, and I really do want to put focus on that. And so ultimately, my focus, like I said before, is to give you guys exactly what you want and ultimately what you enjoy. So as I mentioned before, feel free to let me know down in the comments below your future ideas for future videos, and again, I'm going to try my best to make it for all of you guys because as I said before, you guys are the reason why this channel is so much fun for me to run, and ultimately, you know, all the videos that I've shared over this past year, you guys are the reason why that I enjoy doing them. So yeah, unfortunately, this is pretty much going to be it for the Life Update series for now, but again, I am hoping to bring that back in the near future, depending on, you know, anything major that happens ultimately. But again, what matters is that we got a whole bunch of fun content to wrap up 2024, and ultimately as we get into 2025, I am definitely looking forward to sharing with you a whole bunch of cool content ideas that I am planning on making for next year, and ultimately just share the warmth and joy of the holidays. So ultimately these next few weeks are going to be a lot of fun, and I'm definitely looking forward to bringing down the curtain in 2024. So ultimately, wherever you are in this world, I do hope that you are enjoying the great start to your holiday season, and I hope you enjoyed a very special Thanksgiving. I'm definitely looking forward to Christmas and ultimately the New Year. It's going to be a very fun way to wrap up the year, and so ultimately just hoping that wherever you are in the world, hopefully you're enjoying a great start to your holidays, and hopefully you are avoiding getting involved in accidents like I did earlier this fall. Trust me, that's not fun at all. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. Comment below for future suggestions for all my videos, for blogs, questions, or challenges, you name it. Leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to make them. As always, follow me on my social media. All links are in the description below. That's gonna do it for this video. I hope you're having another great day. As always, I hope to see you all again in another video very soon. So long, everybody.